Yep, jugones, muy buenas a todos, soy Ñaku y aquí seguimos con The Technomancer con la aventurita completa. Y teníamos que venir a interrogar a... otra vez a la mayor. A ver qué nos cuenta.
Captain, good to see you.
Las tropas del cuartel. Esto es para el periódico, ¿eh?
Despite official reasoning that it's downsizing because we're no longer at war, unofficially it's because many of your colleagues have been arrested, and even more replaced.
Replaced?
By members of the ASC who report directly to him, and now make up half my company, and who should be out watching over the population, but instead spend their time watching over us in support of the Colonel's little power grab. Just saying, if the man decided to mount a coup against the Dowser, not sure there's much we could do to stop him.
Vaya. Vale, 1 de 3. Pues ahora, vamos a más sitios, aunque creo que ya nos tenemos que volver a Noctis, si no recuerdo mal. Bueno, vamos para allá. Vale, vamos de camino a Noctis. Como siempre, calladitos. Vale, pues ya estamos en Noctis, así que vamos a interrogar a toda la peña que tenemos que interrogar. Tenemos a los mercaderes, tenemos a Dandolo y tenemos al predicador, así que vamos para allá. Mira, aquí tenemos al mutante, al que le tenemos que sacar información. Vamos a probar.
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
I heard some mutants escape from a prisoner camp. You hear anything about
Voy con
that?
Andrew para el punto de carisma, ella que tengo que interrogar.
Not in Ophir, where the news never went public, no. It was only a rumor there. What do you know?
I know if Ophir's men hear of it, it will cause trouble for us. For those among us who are still slaves there.
I could also give your brothers back there some hope again.
And to show them that we are able to rebel and escape? Yes, hope. So I will tell you, for my people, life in camp was hard, to say it lightly. Hard labor during the days, brutality during the nights. The prisoners would take out their frustration of being locked up out on them. The guards and prisoners alike battered them with their frustrations. Then, one day, one of ours struck a guard who was trying to stop him from going to the aid of a brother. After he fled, the guards then stated that if he did not come out, they would execute 10 random mutants. That was the moment the rebellion began. A prisoner from Aurora helped my brothers. With tools, they incited riot. Blood flowed. Many died. Some escaped. But at the start, few thought to flee. At the beginning, they wanted only better lives where they were. It became obvious, though, the repression that would come would be worse than ever. That the only chance for life was somewhere else. Scum, the mutant who struck the guard, led them to freedom. They escaped without even being chased.
Se llama Escoria.
The story came directly from Scum. A great speaker. A great hero.
Thanks for the information.
Sí, gracias. Hala, 2 de 3. Tenemos aquí mismo un comerciante, así que vamos a hablar con él. El comerciante de las ropas. A ver qué nos cuenta. Información.
I'm looking for information about a caravan that recently came back from Ophir.
Ah, yes. Yes. The merchants who aren't, you mean? Yes, I know the caravan's chief. And, yeah, the one who came back kinda looks like him, but sure as hell doesn't act like him. This might sound crazy, but seems to me all those merchants were replaced with...
Pues
I
sí,
don't know, but they're
tienes
not
buen
from
ojo,
here.
comerciante.
And instead of selling their goods, they're busy asking around about the guards and stock and that sort of thing.
Can you point them out to me?
I could, but I won't.
Podría, pero paso.
I don't want to be replaced. I'll just tell ya, they've been regular clients since they came back.
Fair enough. I'll just keep an eye on your clients for a while. Thank you.
Vaya. Bueno, con la clientela no podemos hablar. Pues vamos a hablar con otro comerciante. Vale, aquí tenemos el otro comerciante. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta.
Welcome, welcome.
ASC.
Hey, did you by any chance see a caravan come back from Ophir lately? Would have had some members who might have looked different than they did when they left.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they're no regular merchants, that's for sure. They've been trying to blend in, imitate our accents, pose, and all that. But not that well. They try damn hard, though. What happened to the real merchants? No, forget it. I don't even want to know. Scares the hell out of me. Rather not know.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Coño, ya está. Y ahora... Claro, ya hemos hablado de lo de la mercancía. Aquí que vigile, pero... poco puedo hacer. Pues nada, me queda el predicador y luego ya pues vamos a por dándolo. Pero primero voy a hacer el predicador. Vamos para allá. Vale, aquí tenemos el predicador. Vamos a ver la que liamos aquí. Tiene pinta de que aquí se tiene que liar, ¿eh? Porque ahí arriba aún no hemos podido subir.
Repent! We won't have access to the Blue Paradise so long as we are not all absolved of our sins. You came here to wash your soul?
I had something else in mind. I came here to ask for some information regarding your parishioners. Did you notice any strange behavior among some of them?
My parishioner's life is none of your business. You're not one of them, and yet you take the liberty of judging them based on your corrupt beliefs. You are not a believer. You are just one of those pragmatic cynicals.
Joder, me está dejando bien, ¿eh?
Seed.
Vale, carisma. Hostia, subo 75%. Vale, vamos a probar con el carisma.
Listen, preacher, we might have significant differences, but I'm sure that you only want the best of your flock. And I heard that a man from Abundance has tampered with some of them in order to conquer this city. I guess that he spoke badly about me because he knows that I'm against this invasion. I've seen too many people suffer from the war. And in addition to that, Abundance does not tolerate public temples, which would put an end to your lectures.
An invasion?
Mira, éxito.
Really? By the shadows! That old son's henchman hadn't told me that. And my temple? You're saying that they're forbidden there?
Pues al final me caerá bien el tío este. Tendría que haberle dado las reliquias.
I must stop that evil being. Send him back to roast under the nefarious beams of his master. I'm surprised his servants weren't mutants, but maybe they were in disguise. More pressing, however, is it that these servants have convinced some of my followers
no me cae bien, es verdad, que estaban contra los
have come
mutantes.
here to tempt me. Do not worry. The shadow has opened my eyes to save my soul. But has it done so for my followers? The mutation is preparing to make its way towards them. A pity.
Can never be too careful with religious types, so I'll have to keep an eye on these folks. They can spread ideas like wildfire.
Vale. Interrogar al predicador, investigar la caravana sospechosa.
So we know the spies are embedded in certain groups, but to find out who the spies are among them, we're gonna need to keep a constant eye on all of them. Can't do it on my own, though. Gonna need all my brothers and sisters to take turns,
Coño.
so we can stay discreet.
Pedir ayuda a los tecnomantes huidos. Mira qué bien. Sí, porque poco más tengo aquí. Después lo de Gandolo. Vale, pues vamos con los tecnomantes. Vale, vamos a ver qué nos cuenta el campeón.
Greetings, Zachariah.
I'm gonna need everyone's help. ASC's infiltrated Noctis, and as you already know, that's not a good thing.
We just got away from them. Why can't they just leave us alone? What? What do you want us to do about it?
Ah, son
Most
inmunes
of
a
us are
nuestros
terrified
poderes.
of them. They're immune to our powers.
Carisma 100%, por supuesto.
I understand your frustration and your fear. I wasn't there, and don't even want to imagine what they put you through. But we don't back down from fear. We're military. We fight. And I will be damned if we will back
Espías
down
del
from a
SC
few
con
fucking
pararrayos.
ASC spies with lightning rods.
I hope you can see our secrets at risk. But I agree, the best defense is a strong first attack. If we hide and wait for them, we put our secret even more at risk. So what do you propose we do?
From what I can tell, the spies have weaseled their way into 3 groups, but we can't move until we know
Vale,
which
en 3
members are from the
colectivos han
ASC.
infiltrado.
Moles disguise themselves as mercenaries.
Mercenarios, fanáticos
religious
religiosos y
zealots, and even
mercaderes.
merchants.
Then I'll dispatch some eyes to keep tabs on those groups.
Thank you.
You know how lucky we are that your Technomancer friends are gonna help us? It's terrifying to know how many groups were infiltrated. The damage they could do could bring Noctis to its knees. You really think Victor's gunning for control of the city?
Hombre, pues sí, tiene pinta.
He just
Nisha.
thinks it's an obstacle he can eliminate with the sweep of a hand.
Then he's misjudged the size of the obstacle. We're a lot stronger here than he could possibly imagine.
Vale. Pues tenemos que esperar a que pase cierto tiempo. Y pues mira, vamos a aprovechar y vamos a hablar con Dandolo. Y así lo interrogamos. Vamos para allá. De hecho, mira, lo que tenemos aquí mismito. A ver si estará con la chica o estará sin la chica. Ay, qué vicioso es, míralo. Ay. A ver.
So, I have some troubling news about
Uy.
your friend, Scott.
Where is he?
Mutants spotted him near the Shadow Path.
Uy, el sendero de sombra.
Let me show you on the map.
Why would he go there?
Haven't the slightest. There's an abundance outpost there. Might have been taken there by force. From what my informants told me, he looked like he was
Hostia.
in a
Pues hay que ir,
precarious situation.
Thanks for the info, Dandolo. Owe you one.
Ahora hay que interrogarlo. Derrota de abundancia contra Aurora.
Not much news in Ophir about Aurora defeating Abundance. You heard anything?
Word is that Green Hope's defeat brought an end to the fighting. Aurora apparently took control of the hydroponic center using militia alongside technomancers to support their army. And at first, Wisdom showed himself a worthy military strategist, using the militia in battle. Such people, properly motivated, can be surprisingly
Brigadas.
effective. You'd have to bear witness to the poorer classes of Aurora to fully grasp how badly they were mistreated, to fully grasp how much the mere promise of a place in the council would motivate them to fight, to fully grasp how it helped to deliver quite a blow to Abundance. And while Aurora adopted new strategies, Abundance remained predictable. They had almost no technomancers, since it's becoming harder to find them in Ophir with each passing day. An interesting development, yes? And one that
Que
wiped
los
out their
tecnomantes
army.
somos un gran poder militar.
Thanks for the info.
Vale, pues hemos conseguido la información. Hostia, hay que dárselas a los opositores. Madre de Dios. Pues casi que vamos a esperar a que pase este tiempo, porque esto habrá que ir a Ophir a darles la información esta. Uy, mira, tenemos aquí... Esto es porque están vigilando, imagino, ¿no? Vale, sí, darles la información. Vale, vamos a dormir para que pase el tiempo. Vale, pues ya estamos aquí. Así que vamos a ver qué han descubierto nuestros amiguetes.
After trailing the groups you mentioned, it's obvious that they each have a few people among them who aren't just looking for you, but purposely seeding unrest in the population and maybe pushing for an uprising.
Then we need to stop it.
Here's a description of everyone we found. Give me your map. There. I've
Ah,
marked
mira,
every place you
márcame
can
los
find.
enclaves.
Shouldn't be hard for you to get them now.
Oh, qué bien. Qué bien, eliminar espías. Oh, qué gustazo esto me da. Vale. Aquí tenemos uno. Eliminar espías, eliminar espías. Coño. Esto está lleno. Madre de Dios. Pues hala. Vamos uno tras otro. Vale, por aquí abajo tenemos uno. Míralo. ¡Hala! ¡Hasta luego! ¡Ay, coño, que hay muchos! quedará el de los disparos. Vamos a ayudarle. Hasta luego. Ah, no, si queda este. Puñetazo. Y triple rayo. ¡Hala! 1 de 6. Vamos a por el siguiente. Vale, aquí hay otro grupo. Aquí está. Que no me pegues. ¡Ay, ay, pobrecito que se ha caído! Vale. Y ahora este pobrecito. Vale. Pues 2 de 6. Ah, por el siguiente. Pues aquí tenemos otro grupito y debe ser estos de aquí. Sí. Te has pagado de más guapo, ¿eh? Podrías caer, ¿no? Vale, este ya está. Queda este. Pobrecicos. 3 de 6. Vale, vamos a por más. Oh, mira, aquí están. Míralos, qué bonitos. A ver, ¿quién viene por mí? ¿Tú? Pues hala. Que no le dispares a Nisha. Vale. Vale, por caerte al suelo. 4 de 6. Vamos a por más. Vale, aquí arriba hay otro grupo. Maldita escalera. Venid sus pa' aquí. No me dispares. Que no me dispares. Vale, a cascarla. Ahora por este. Vale, 5 de 6. Puta madre. Ah, por los últimos. Vale, son los que están ahí al fondo. Perfecto, último grupo. Vamos para allá. A ver, el de las pistolas. ¡Ale! ¡Ale! Y encima hemos subido de nivel. Mira qué bien. Informar a dándolo. Perfecto. Pues vamos a subir el nivel, ¿no? Hoy nos da un puntito aquí. Mira qué bien. Vale, pues ahora ya podemos ir a por una secundaria. Ya tenemos fuerza y tenemos poder al máximo. Entonces aquí siempre dudo de si ir a agilidad o ir a resistencia, ¿vale? Porque a resistencia a la carga me da igual. O sea, me dan todos un poco igual, ¿vale? Lo que pasa es que agilidad, el golpe crítico tampoco me importa mucho. Me puedo poner 2 puntos como máximo, que es lo máximo que da el juego, por nivel que puedes llegar. No lo tengo muy claro, ¿eh? No lo tengo muy claro aquí para dónde tirar. Pero bueno, siempre tener un poquito más de salud y un poquito más de carga. Aunque este golpe crítico no me importa tampoco. Y la probabilidad de veneno, derribo y electrocución más 1% sería un más 2%. Y aquí 20 más de vida, 8% más resistencia a interrupción y 5% car. Mira, vamos a tirar por agilidad. Pasando de... No, vamos a tirar resistencia, va. Venga, un poquito de resistencia, un poquito más de vida, un poquito más de carga y listo. Y aquí en la habilidad ya teníamos la patada, perfecto, o sea, ya teníamos todo. Ya habría que ir ya por el tornado. Este ya está, este ya está, este ya está. Aquí arriba esta no me preocupa. No, vamos a ir a por el tornado. Sí. Venga, 5% más de probabilidad de golpe crítico con el báculo, perfecto. Vale, pues nos queda informar a Dandolo. Y ya está, hemos hecho las dos cositas. Vale, pues vamos para allá. Vale, ¿dónde estará Dandolo? Con su chica, evidentemente.
Zachariah, I was just starting to worry.
What for?
Bad news, I'm afraid. The ASC's not only in Noctis, but
Coño.
they're starting to threaten its safety. I know you did what you could to get rid of their spies, but if you stay here, they'll come back. And now we may be open to a direct attack from Abundance. I'm sorry, Zachariah. They're after you and your friends. I can't risk the safety of
la verdad
all
es que lo
my
entiendo.
people for just you.
So you're turning your back on us?
No, no. I would never turn my back on a friend. I set a meeting for you with the Technomancers from Aurora. Their arms are open. You'll be safer from Victor with them by your side. You just can't stay here.
Why are you helping me?
A scratch on the back for what I hope will be a long-term relationship, Mr. Mancer. They'll meet you under one of their shadow paths. Take the map. You'll be well received. Now get going. As soon as you can gather your things and friends together. The longer you stay, the more danger those of us around you face.
How'd you manage to get in touch with Aurora's Technomancers?
Wasn't easy, but we have agents in all of the corporation's cities. The equivalent of Nisha, but not as easy on the eyes, lives in Shadowlair and was on
En el
point
techado.
on this little mission. Their Technomancers are quite knowledgeable, powerful, and I assume the idea of having one of their counterparts from Abundance join them and give them a little upper hand probably put a few smiles on their faces. But their chief's name, it's slipping my mind. Profanity? No, something more. Chastity,
Generosity.
promiscuity, generosity. Yeah, that's the one. Their chief's named Generosity, I think. He's quite chummy with the Dowser wisdom, I hear. Shouldn't be too hard for him to make you feel welcome. So set your mind at ease.
Coño. Noctis reputación +2. Pero claro, si hago esto, reencuentro con Aurora. En Aurora. Ir a la reunión. ¿Algo más? Vale, responder la llamada del príncipe. Vale, aquí no puedo hacer nada porque tengo que encontrar al Tecnomante. Ir a la reunión los técnicos de Aurora. Vale, me queda la última aquí. Y aquí me queda darle la información al opositor. Pues claro, tendría que acabar esto primero. Claro, tendría que acabar esta primero. Porque no sé si me voy. A lo mejor no puedo volver. Ah, bueno, sí, pero podría volver, ¿no? Sí. A ver... Nada, es irme directamente. No hay más. Oye, pues vamos a verlo, ¿no? Vamos para allá. Vale, pues vamos para allá. Vamos a ver para dónde nos mandan. A ver... Vale, nos han marcado. Ah, mira, encontrar a Scott aquí en el cañón. Y aquí el sendero de Sombra de Aurora para la reunión con los Tecnomantes. Vale, y nos quiere dar aquí la información. Vale, pues vamos al cañón. Bueno, antes de ir para aquí, vamos a encontrar a Scott, ¿no? Además tenemos la del Sapo, así que vamos para allá. Vale. ¿Dónde lo tenemos? Ah, mira, Scott lo tenemos aquí. Y aquí tenemos al sapo. Vale, perfecto. Vamos para allá.
You're just an old
Uy.
fool, aren't you? Risking your own
Hostia,
neck to
Alan
shelter the
Manser.
rogue. Well, if your neck's no value to you, it's no value to me either. I'm off to a fear. Soldiers, Abundance has fed its parasites for far too long. I think it's time we stop some of the leeching.
No, stop! Listen to me. Let me.
If I don't step in, they'll kill him.
Guys like that
Pues vamos.
hate technomancy altogether. Better get a move on. Do something damn quick if I want to find a new professor alive.
A ver, ¿quién está disparando? Ah, si solo queda este ya. Hala, a cascarla. Y puñetazo por ellos.
Zach, you came. I thought that it was all over. Thank you.
I wasn't gonna let those thugs kill you, but I'd like to know what you're doing here. Why did you disappear?
I was missing Abundance. I was hoping. Anyhow, that was silly.
Muy bien, Scott.
I'm sorry. He tried to torture me, you know. He wanted to know where to find you, but I didn't say anything.
I don't really understand how you ended up here. Anyway, let's get back. You're in bad shape.
No, todavía no.
Can't figure out what Scott was doing in the desert with Alan. I better find some witnesses who saw what happened. Get to the bottom of it.
Localizar testigos. Vale, vamos a buscar el topo. Vale, pues el topo está aquí detrás. Ahí el topo, el sapo acorazado. ¡Hostias! Coño, pues me ha dado. Meterle. Hostia. Hay que meterle con el puñetazo para bajarle un poquito las defensas, porque si no... Ah, este ya está. Este ya está. Venga. Ahí está. Fuera. Ole y ole. Matar un sapo. Sí, señor. Y lo descuartizamos. Vale, pues ahora entregarla. Pues ya podemos volver para Noctis. A ver si nos deja volver a Noctis. Vamos a ver, vamos para allá. Vale, estamos de viaje para Noctis. Siempre calladitos, como siempre. Mira, ya tenemos a Scott aquí. Qué crack. Qué crack. Ya lo tenemos aquí. Perfecto. Pues vamos a entregar lo del sapo. Aquí lo tenemos.
Hey, Brad.
Zachariah, how's the hunting?
Pues bien.
Got your last specimen.
Tell me you did! The shield-toed skin. Wonderful. Oh, what you have done for science. It is... You are invaluable. I am forever indebted. You've given me years of study, and when I finally publish, you, my friend,
Así me gusta.
will find your name in the acknowledgements.
Ole, 1000 de experiencia. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Pues ya solo me queda lo de la Aurora. Bueno, y entregar... Ir a entregar la información a Ophir, cierto. Es verdad. Quizá tendría que hacerlo primero. Pero bueno, eso ya lo dejamos para el siguiente, que hemos hecho bastantes cositas. Así que continuamos en el próximo. Hasta luego.